Hello people of the outdoors, I've got a slightly different video for you today because I'm going to be taking a really quick look at this, the Insta360 Ace Pro. This is the new flagship action camera from Insta360 and it's got a few really innovative features that Insta360 have asked me to share with you. Now, this won't be a detailed video because I've taken detailed tech videos and they're now over on my tech channel, Steve's Tech Emporium. So if you do want to see a longer, more in-depth video about this camera, head on over to that channel. But in this video, I'm just going to give you a quick overview, talk about some features that I think are relevant to outdoor filmmaking, show you some sample footage, and tell you who I think this camera would be useful for. But I think, you know, the proof is in the pudding, so let's start with the footage that shows you what this camera is capable of. Hi, Shane. Firstly, you'll know I said action camera, not 360 camera. Insta360 are more known for their 360 cameras. Those are the type of camera that gives you that third-person shot as if there's a drone flying you. This isn't that. This is more like a GoPro or a DJI Action 4. It's a camera that's got one wide-angle fixed lens on the front. It's waterproof. It's pretty shock resistant and sturdy, shoots high quality 4K video, shoots really good slow motion, and has got really good stabilization built in. So far, just like every other action camera out there, but this one has a big difference, a big flipping difference, and it's this flipping screen that is flipping around there. The screen on this flips to the front so that when you're using this in selfie mode, you then have, you can see there, you've then got this full-sized screen on the front. Personally, I find that a lot more useful than the little tiny screen you get on the front of a GoPro or an Action 4 when you're trying to vlog and see where you are and what you're doing in the frame. Speaking of vlogging, if you are going to do sort of walk and talk videos with this camera, my advice is to hold it sort of either at arm's length or use a selfie stick, because like most action cameras, it doesn't have the best close focus in the world. So if you hold it really close like this, your face is going to look not so pleasant. Better to hold it than arm's length like that. You don't get that weird barrel distortion on your face, and you get a lot more of the environment in as well. Another great feature with this camera is that it has an 8K sensor built in, which means you can zoom in without actually losing any quality, which means that in fact, this almost has two lenses. You've got your wide angle and then you've got a more standard, almost telephoto angle. And that's actually one of my favorite features with this action camera, because a lot of the time I've got my really wide action camera and then I will shoot extra footage on the longer lenses on my phone to mix in. With this, it's just the one device, it's all built in. It's quite nice. This camera also has the best low light performance of any action camera out there. Previously the Action 4 was the best, but if you look at the sample footage I shot, you'll see at the Action 4 it's not bad, but it is a bit noisy. Some of the details are a little bit muddy. And then look at the Ace Pro. The details are sharper, there's a lot less noise, and the image is just overall cleaner and richer. Now, this does of course come with a caveat that you can't expect to get really clean footage out of any action camera in low light, especially if you're in like a complicated environment with really low quality lighting, like in a dark sort of grim forest. But so far, this is as good as you're going to get on this type of action camera. Quickly, who do I think this is for? Well, first of all, I will say, if you're someone like me who takes a real filmmaker approach to a shoot, my last shoot was sort of a really lightweight shoot, and I still brought 4 different cameras with me. I tend to pick an individual camera that specializes in a certain thing for a certain task. And if you're like that, this camera might not be ideal for you because it's more of an all-rounder. But if I was forced to only pick one camera, I can't use anything else, not even my phone, to make my videos with, currently I would choose the Ace Pro. So if you're somebody who just wants to get one camera, it's going to let you do a little bit of everything. It's going to let you do those vlogs, maybe a little bit of action, but it's got a decent amount of flexibility and it's really easy to use, well then the Ace Pro might actually be a really good choice for you. Now, there is a little bit more to it than that. There's lots of other features about this camera I haven't mentioned, as well as things I don't really like. So before you go and buy anything, my advice would be go and watch my more comprehensive video. Maybe that'll give you a better idea of whether or not this is the camera for you. But thanks for watching. Hopefully you find this useful. And if you did, as always, give it a little bit of like. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'll catch you on the next video, which I think might be about paddleboarding actually. Bye bye.